Hello, snuck upstairs to do a little bit of filming, but I think I can hear a pitter-patter following me up the stairs. I think they've heard my voice and they're on the way up. Oh, okay. Let's get some colour onto Betty. I've added a little bit onto the leaves. I wanted to test the depth of colour that I wanted, and also I didn't want anything else to run into it. It's not a huge problem if it does, because we're going to be stitching over the top. I just want to get a base layer of colour on there and then add on to it. So today's plan is to get some colour on there and get it all dried off, and then I'm going to throw some bits and pieces of lace and fabric and threads and see where it goes from there. No plan really. Inktense pencils, my favourite one, and I think this is possibly the second one, is violet. Use it for everything. I like drawing faces, and I use it a lot for that, for shading. So I'm scribbling. I don't know whether this will work or not, but there's only one way we'll find out, and I may as well take you with me while I find out. Just going to colour a little bit around the edge. It's a brilliant colour for shade. Here we go, they found me. Little fluff ball sneaking in. So I'm going to go right the way around. I might not have the blouse the same colour as the skirt, but I just want to do all of the edges in this colour. Hopefully it will work the same way as when I draw or colour anything else in. Now, where does the shoulder go? Is it there? Go all the way around. And we'll come down this side. Have a little bit of, oops. I didn't know whether to pin her down to something. And then I decided no, I want to keep her as flat as I could on the hard surface underneath. So there we go. She has a little colour on her. Direct colour. I might have to do this in sections. So we will add a little bit of, I think I'm going to have a pink skirt. And there are two different ways. I can either go directly onto it and add colour, or I can scribble on the back of my messy mat, which is ever so slightly rougher, and I can get some of the pigment off the pencil onto there. And I've got the tiniest paintbrush out, which was a bit silly really. Let's add some water onto here. And let's see whether this works. Oh, I love these pencils. Gosh, the colours. Oh, I just love how the colour magically appears when you add water. Right, let's see if this works or not. And I hope you can see along with me. I'm going to add some pink in here. And I want a watercolour effect, so let's just get some pink onto the middle. It might take more than one layer. I'm just going to wet my paintbrush, and I'm going to pick up some of that lilac-y from around the edge, and hopefully that should start to bleed into the pink. There we go. Hope I'm not sticking my big head underneath the camera that you can see. He'd laugh, my glasses are on and off. I must go and get my eyes tested. I really need a new prescription. I normally wear contact lens. But I haven't been, because I haven't been anywhere. And I use daily disposable ones. I've not been wearing them. And I don't know when my prescription was put in these glasses. So, yeah, I need to sort it out. Okay, so it's bled into the green a little bit. That's okay. Don't mind. I don't want it to be perfect. I want it to be finished. Now, I hope that's showing up. I can't quite see for where the camera is attached to the stand, but that is a lovely rich colour. I do like that. Do you know what? I'm going to take that pink further up and then we'll add on to it when it's dried off. Just scribble some more with this. Oh, actually, go into the wet. Into the wet, that'll be easier. There we go. So I hope everybody's okay and everybody's safe from all this dramatic weather that's been happening everywhere. Oh, it's just been crazy. And poor people on the Greek islands and mainland. The fires have just been horrific. Absolutely horrific. I think if I could send some of our rain over to you guys that need it, I would do gladly. Now, I'm not sure what that is there. Is that part of a shoulder, do you think? I'm not sure. I think we might make it. Yeah, we'll make it part of a shoulder. So just add that in there. I'm liking where that's going. Yeah. I like the way that purple's looking as well. Do you think I can add a little bit more on? Down at the bottom. Ooh, too much water. Yeah, I quite like that. Add a little bit more of the purple at the top where I wasn't sure where shoulder ended. I'll just blend that in a little bit more. And I think because that's actually quite wet now there, I think I'm going to move away from that and let that dry out naturally. That's quite good colour on there. So I need to do something away from where she is. And I think the little terracotta pot there, I want to add another layer of colour onto that because that's looking very, very pale. I know her dress will, when it dries, it'll go a little bit paler. So let's pop these back in. They're not in any order in the box because I dropped them. I'm going to add a little bit of shade into this side. Ooh, when you've been over once with it, it accepts the colour on top quite easily. Let's see where we go with that. I'm not bothered about getting colour on the flower heads because they're all going to be embroidered. And I think I want to add some more onto the... Should I add onto the green or should we add some onto the greenhouse? Decisions. Let's add some more green. So I think that's more of a... What's this one? This one's teal. I think that's possibly the one. Yes. Oh no, it's darker. Oh, let's add some teal. And we will have some of the... Is that one apple? Oh no, that one's field green. And let's see which this one is. That one's apple. I love that one. It's such a beautiful colour. So let's see what we've got. Oh yeah. That is a lovely bright colour. So these are dry. They've had several different shades onto them already. I love the way these blend. I mean, I'm literally just tapping that on and it's with the fabric, with the fibres of the fabric. That is just doing its own thing, which is so nice. Gives me a little bit of variation of colour, which I like. So, shall we do, let's see this. Okay. You're okay, but you know what I want. See you. Ooh. Oh, nicey. There's tippy tappy toes coming in. Let's add, oh, that's really vibrant. Look at that. Just look at that one. Sorry, you're watching paint dry, aren't you? Oh. That's more of a turquoisey, tealy green. If I can get several different shades of green on there. We're still on camera. I think that's a leaf. I've taken it to be a leaf up the top. And then I'm going to add some of this into it, into the wet paint, into the wet ink, I should say, because these are ink, aren't they? That's taken it down a little bit. I think I'm going to let those dry and then go back over with that. And then whilst we've got the green on the mat, let's get some green down here. Or grounder. And get some colour down this area. And then what I might do is stop and dry everything. Could do with a bigger paintbrush. All the paintbrushes I own, and I go and pick a tiny one. Let's just reach over and grab a slightly bigger one. There we go. That's better. Cover a bigger area. In fact, let's add let's move her up a little bit. That will dry a lot lighter as well. Let's get some more on. What's everybody doing for the weekend? Anything nice planned? No plans here. Apparently it's going to get very windy here at the seaside. It's going to be worse down in South Wales, but we normally get the tail end of the weather, so we will see. Lots of jobs that need doing, and lots of sewing to catch up with, lots of videos to catch up with. Everybody's been so busy. I feel like I've been gone forever, and it's not been that many weeks really. But I will catch up. Oop, don't go too near that pink. So, okay, I think I'm going to leave it at that, because I don't want to go too near anything else that's wet. And or should we do it? No, let's do a tiny amount of darker green at the bottom. Do that colour. Let's go for it. Now, have I got this in camera? Bear with. Let's just shuffle you up without folding you over. Whoop. There we go. Let's just get that on there so that it does its thing and runs into the paler colour. Inktense is a really good way of getting colour onto fabric, and if you haven't got a specific colour, you can create it. I mean, I think we all chop old runners and various embroidery cloths up to use for projects, and there's always that little bit of fabric that's left over, and you can just change the colour with the Inktense. So you literally have a rainbow at your fingers. Oh, do you know what? I think that might bleed up there, but what the heck? Let's live dangerously with this. Let's go with some of the apple. And bring that down. And got a little ombre thing going on there. they do blend really easily. In fact, let's wet across there, then that can all join up. So yeah, definitely got some colour going on now with Betty. We have started. Finally, new project started. I was determined now to finish the snippet row before I started this, and I've been itching to start this, so that's kind of, it spurred me on a little bit. Oh, do you know, I think might even add something a little bit darker at the bottom. I am thinking, what colour are you? Bright blue? Blue's blue. Not that one. Sea blue? Oh, let's have a little bit of what does sea blue look like. We have got another blue that's darker. That's black. That one is iris. No, that would be it then. Okay, we'll go with you. And we will have a little darker wash at the bottom. There we go. Right, what I'm going to do with this is leave it to dry naturally. And then I'll be back. Hopefully today, if not tomorrow. But yeah, Betty has started. She has begun her journey in her own little patch of garden. So see you later.